Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Today is Tuesday, June 15th, and today we're going to be talking about consistent actions equal consistent results. So being consistent is so very important to anything in life, not just real estate and success in business, but being consistent with your schedule, be consistent with your sleep, be consistent with your eating, being consistent in excuse me, your relationships and talking with your children and doing things with your spouse and being consistent. You can't just do things once. You're like, I'm a great dad. I did one thing with my kids one time, or it can't be I'm a great spouse, or I'm a great friend, or a great brother, sister, husband, whatever, and doing only thing occasionally on that. So. But let's go bring it back to real estate. Consistent actions and consistent things that you do. So, example, of course, I always bring it back to prospecting and talking to people and getting your name out there and networking and following up with your database and past clients and referrals and people you know. So just imagine consistently. I'll throw out some numbers here. Is if you just made the commitment to be consistent with about 25 calls a day. Now, first, when you have a goal, my thought and my feelings is you have to make it obtainable or in something that is not like the end of the world and excruciatingly painful for you to do, or you won't do it. You know, I know to a lot of us, any agent out there that's not at their success level, I guarantee you're not making 25 calls a day consistently. So if you make that commitment to be consistent with that, and you make 25 calls, and you know that's obtainable, you know after you do it for a few days, weeks, months, you know exactly how long it takes you. You have your database organized, the people you're calling. And I've said this in past videos that and straight from Tom Ferry is that if you have 50 good quality conversations with people, usually equals an appointment. So if you make 25 calls a day times 5 days a week, and then you do that 48 weeks a year, we'll just say there's 52 weeks in a year. There's 4 weeks out there, vacation, holidays, things like that. That's about 6,000 calls that you're going to make, conversations. Those could be with 100 different people, 200 different people, 300 different people. But again, the consistency, it says, that's not 6,000 calls to 6,000 different people. So you don't need a list of 6,000, because if you're only calling people once a year and missing them that time of message, that's not consistent enough. So it's another part of being consistent. You got to figure out your database, your contacts, how consistent you want to be with these people. And you could do that, without going into an hour-long training session. You could do that by when you think they're going to buy and sell. Someone's looking to buy and sell in the next 3 months, you better consistently be calling them right now more than once every 2 weeks. If someone's thinking about buying next month, you better be calling almost every day or every other day. If someone's thinking about buying a year from now, you better be calling once a month. If they're calling 2 years from now, maybe every 2 months or 3 months. And 3 years from now, maybe every quarter, every 6 months. So do you see how that consistency changes? And you should have this down in an easy system of contact management, your appointments, your reminders, whatever's easiest for you to use to remind it, follow up with these people. So we got off tangent again with some training there. But bottom line with anything, any goals, anything that you're supposed to accomplish, it's consistency. It's like you're traveling a journey. You're taking a journey. You're walking, driving, running, on a bicycle. You consistently have to move forward. You might move a lot today, a little bit tomorrow. You might consistently, if any of you have ever driven a long way, maybe across country or so, you probably have in your head, well, I could drive this many miles each day, and I will consistently drive 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day, 8 hours a day. And then you have to have a plan and consistently move forward and do that. And think about, again, back to driving comparison. If you're driving a long trip and you have it planned out, like, hey, I need to drive 8 hours a day, and then one day you decide to drive 4 hours, then you got to make that up. And then the next day you're like, oh, now I've got to drive, instead of 8 hours, I did 4. I got to add that 4 to tomorrow, or add that 4 over the next 2 days. So instead of 8 hours, I got to do 10 hours in the next 2 days. So think about that when you say, I didn't make my 25 calls today. I made 20 calls today, but I'll make it up tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. That's a thought process that ends in failure. So So today, I challenge you to pick a number that's obtainable. That's not going to be the end of the world in your life and painful enough where you're going to stop it. And a number large enough to know that you're going to make at least, in my opinion, 100 phone calls a week or more. Because if you have 50 good conversations with people, you're going to get one appointment. It's an average. I've seen it in Tom Ferry and other real estate coaches. So you should be overall getting about 2 appointments a week out of that. And imagine that equals 1 sale a week. That ends up into a sale. Then those 25 calls a week turn into 1 sale a week, which 1 sale a week turns into 50 or 48 to 50 sales a year. The numbers are there. The experience is there. The research is there. It happens. It works. So think about that. Consistent events, consistent behavior will equal consistent results. So that's it for today. Have a great Tuesday, and we'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday. Bye-bye.